Most people follow the same outdated script for life: work hard, save a little, invest modestly, and hope that decades of grinding will lead to financial security. It's the script we've all been handed since childhood. The one whispered by parents, teachers, and society at large. But deep down, there's a nagging question gnawing at the edges of your mind. Is this really all there is? If you've ever felt like something is missing, if you've ever wondered whether the safe path might actually be leading you astray, you're not alone. Millions wake up every day realizing that the conventional formula isn't delivering on its promises. Let's be brutally honest here. If the traditional route worked as advertised, wouldn't everyone who followed it be financially free? But look around. Is that the case? Instead, what you see are people trapped in cycles of stress, debt, and uncertainty. They're working longer hours, taking fewer vacations, and sacrificing more of their lives, all while inching further away from true financial freedom. The hidden trap of the old system for decades. Society has pushed a one-size-fits-all approach to success. Go to college, get a good job, save a portion of your paycheck, contribute to a retirement fund, invest in stocks and mutual funds. Hope that, one day, maybe at 65, you can finally enjoy life. This blueprint sounds logical, doesn't it? On paper, it seems foolproof. But here's the catch. This system was built for a different era. An era when job security was real, wages kept pace with inflation, and the cost of living wasn't skyrocketing. Back then, pensions were common, healthcare costs weren't astronomical, and buying a home didn't require a small fortune. Fast forward to today, and the landscape has shifted dramatically. People are working harder than ever before, yet financial stress is at an all-time high. Why? Because this system wasn't designed to make you rich. It was designed to keep you just comfortable enough to stay in it. Let's break this down further. The illusion of job security. Take Sarah, for example. She graduated top of her class, landed a prestigious corporate job, and climbed the ranks steadily over 2 decades. Her salary grew, her benefits package expanded, and she dutifully contributed to her 401k. Everything seemed perfect, until her company merged with a competitor, and she found herself out of work at age 52. Suddenly, her so-called secure career vanished overnight. Sarah's story isn't unique. Industries evolve, technologies disrupt, and companies cut costs. What once felt stable now feels precarious. And even if you manage to avoid layoffs, how many years of your life are you willing to trade for a promise that may never materialize? The myth of retirement savings. Then there's Mark, who saved diligently throughout his career, maxing out his IRA contributions and investing in low-risk mutual funds. By the time he reached retirement age, his nest egg looked impressive on paper. But reality hit hard. Rising healthcare costs, inflation eating away at purchasing power, and unexpected repairs on his aging home drained his savings faster than anticipated. Now, instead of enjoying leisurely mornings sipping coffee on the porch, Mark scrambles to pick up part-time gigs just to make ends meet. These aren't isolated incidents. They're symptoms of a flawed system. The old playbook assumes stability, where none exists. It asks you to delay gratification indefinitely, only to leave you vulnerable to forces beyond your control. The patterns of the wealthy. Now contrast those stories with individuals who operate outside the conventional framework. Think about the wealthiest people you know, whether they're entrepreneurs, investors, or business owners. Do they follow the traditional path, or do they play by a completely different set of rules? Here's what separates them. They don't trade time for money. The wealthy understand that time is finite, but its impact doesn't have to be. Instead of trading hours for dollars, they create scalable income streams through businesses, investments, and assets. These systems generate revenue regardless of whether they show up to work each day. Meet Alex, a former teacher turned entrepreneur. After years of struggling to balance passion with paycheck, Alex launched an online course teaching classroom management strategies. At first, sales trickled in slowly. But once the course gained traction, Alex began earning passive income from students worldwide. Today he spends less time actively working and more time expanding his offerings. They solve big problems. Wealthy individuals focus on solving problems that affect large groups of people. Whether it's developing innovative products, streamlining inefficient processes, or addressing unmet needs, they provide value at scale. Consider Elon Musk. His ventures, PayPal, Tesla, SpaceX, didn't succeed because he aimed small. Each project tackled massive challenges, revolutionizing payments, accelerating sustainable energy adoption, and making humanity multiplanetary. By focusing on high-value solutions, Musk created immense wealth, not just for himself, but for society as a whole. They leverage systems instead of working harder. The wealthy build networks, automate processes, and invest strategically. They design systems that amplify their efforts exponentially. Imagine Lisa, a digital marketer who initially spent countless hours managing social media campaigns for clients. Over time, she realized she could streamline her workflow using automation, tools like Hootsuite and Zapier. Not only did this reduce her workload, but it also allowed her to take on more clients without increasing her time commitment. Eventually, Lisa transitioned into consulting, helping other marketers implement similar systems. The wealth shift starts here. If you've ever wondered, how do people actually get rich? You're already on the right track. The next step is rejecting the outdated formula and embracing the strategies that truly create wealth. Reject the comfort zone. Staying within the confines of the old system feels safe, but comfort often breeds complacency. True growth happens when you push past fear and embrace discomfort. Ask yourself, am I staying stuck because it's familiar? Or am I ready to challenge the status quo? Adopt a growth mindset. Shifting your mindset is the first step toward rewriting the rules. Start viewing money not as a fixed resource, but as a tool for creating opportunities. Learn to think like an investor, an entrepreneur, or a problem solver. Surround yourself with mentors, books, and communities that inspire innovation. Take action. Knowledge without execution is meaningless. Once you identify the principles that align with your goals, start implementing them. Build side hustles, explore investment vehicles, and experiment with new ideas. Remember, progress doesn't happen overnight. It compounds over time. The choice is simple. Stay on the old path, hoping things magically change, or take control and create a new reality. The system isn't broken. It's working exactly as designed. Its purpose is to maintain predictability, not prosperity. The question is, are you ready to step outside of it? Because here's the truth. The wealthiest among us didn't achieve success by following the crowd. They rewrote the rules. They questioned assumptions. They dared to dream bigger and acted boldly. So, where do you stand? Will you continue playing by someone else's rules? Or will you seize the reins and forge your own path? The choice is yours. And the clock is ticking.